You dive bomb from the sky with wings wide, wind roaring in your ears. Below, a duck zigzags across the lake, splashing in panic. You fake left, the duck dives. Just as planned, your buddy swoops in from the right. Bam! A splash, a squawk. Duck down. Teamwork. Victory? Nope. Out of nowhere, a sneaky red-tailed hawk snatches your duck right from your talons. Mid-air. What a thief. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bald Eagle Life. You're born on a massive nest. A stick mansion the size of a car, somewhere high in a tree. You don't have your famous white head yet, just scruffy brown fluff and a beak too big for your face. Next to you, a freshly hatched sibling, blinking up at you with hope and hunger. Too bad only one of you is sticking around. Because here's the ugly truth. Bald eagles often lay 2 eggs, but usually only one eaglet survives. And guess what? You're the older, stronger one. That means you get the food, you get the space, and your tiny sibling, well, he doesn't make it past day 1. Mom and dad, they don't stop you. They just let nature play it out. Harsh? Yeah. But that's eagle life. Dad's out hunting, bringing back fish. Mom stays on the nest like a full-time bodyguard, scanning for predators and dive-bombing anything with feathers that flies too close. Still, you grow fast. In just weeks, you go from living feather duster to miniature winged menace. You stretch your wings. You flap like a maniac. One day the wind actually lifts you. Upper, then back down, then off the edge. Wait, are you falling? Nope. Flying. You glide straight into a branch. Ouch. But it's progress. From here on, things get a little better. You learn how to steal snacks from ospreys. You even start to hunt, which usually means exhausting a fish until it gives up, or just waiting for something else to die first. You're not majestic yet. You're still muddy, clumsy, and mostly a scavenger. Life as an eagle isn't about grace. It's about hustle, hunger, and surviving your own family first. And buddy, you're just getting started. So you're officially a teenager now. No more nest, no more mom, no more food magically showing up at your beak. It's just you, the sky, and the terrifying sound of your own stomach. At first, you wander around like a lost kite. You flap in weird zigzags, land in awkward places, and dive at fish you have no chance of catching. You miss a lot. You get wet. You get laughed at by gulls, not girls. Every day is a learning experience. You try to catch a fish, but it's too heavy, and you get dragged across the lake. You try to land on a branch and fall off. You try to steal a rabbit from a fox and nearly become dinner yourself. Great plan, genius. Worse, you don't have your glorious white head yet, or your full wingspan, or your confidence. You're just a scrappy bird flapping around with no fixed address, no money, and no idea what you're doing. Other eagles don't take you seriously. Adults see you and immediately chase you off their territory. You try to hang out near lakes, and older eagles glare at you. So you roam, for years, through forests, over rivers, past mountains. You steal dead fish from others. You survive mostly by being persistent and not dying. And then slowly, things change. You get stronger, sharper. Your flying isn't just flapping. It's gliding, soaring. You stop crashing into things. You learn when to fight and when not to. You stop looking like a feathered shit and start looking like an actual eagle. And one day you catch your own fish. No cheating, no stealing, just you. And the perfect swoop. That's when it hits you. You're not a scrappy teen anymore. You're an adult bald eagle. Congratulations. Wings sharp, eyes sharper. Fish finding radar is fully installed. And just when life finally makes sense, boom, hormones. You're ready to find a mate. And guess what? So is everyone else. Welcome to Eagle Tinder, except it's all aerial stunts and no swiping. You spot her, white head glowing, wings spread like a feathery queen. You want to impress her? You better bring your A-flight, so you show off. You dive. You spiral. You try the classic lock talons and freefall trick. Yeah, that one? It's not a beginner move. You both plummet 1,000 feet, and right before touching ground, you unlock and soar. She's impressed. Now comes the real test, nest building. No pressure, but bald eagles don't mess around. You're expected to bring sticks, big sticks, the kind that needs aerial lifting strength and excellent taste. You bring a twig? She blinks. You bring a whole branch? She nods. You spend weeks hauling lumber to the top of a tree like a flying construction worker. The nest? A stick skyscraper. Over 8 feet wide, hundreds of pounds. Basically an eagle mansion. You bond. You duet. It's working. Until another male shows up with a bigger stick. Excuse me? Now it's on. You circle, scream, and show off your grip strength like you've been bench pressing salmon. Eventually, the poser leaves. She looks impressed again. Or annoyed. Hard to say. Female eagles are mysterious. Finally, it's official. You've got the nest. The mate and a shared future. Filled with tiny, screaming, bald eagle eggs. You've gone from clumsy teenager to full-on committed bird dad. But don't celebrate yet. Because raising eagle kids, that's a whole new sky-high headache. You're now co-owner of a screaming, feather-filled daycare in the sky. Welcome to parenthood. At first, it's adorable. 2 perfect little eggs, neatly tucked in the nest. You and your partner take turns babysitting. She sits. You bring snacks. Sometimes you sit. She glares. Parenting balance? Debatable. Then the eggs hatch, and suddenly, it's Hunger Games. Literally. The first chick cracks out like a champion. You name it. A day later, the second one hatches. Slightly smaller, slightly slower, and almost immediately at risk of getting pecked to oblivion by its older sibling. Look, eagles don't do sibling love. They do sibling survival. You and your wife just enjoying the show. Big Son has a solid me-first policy. And the parents? Yeah, you just let it happen. It's nature. Brutal, messy nature. You're flying 50 kilometers per hour through wind and weather, trying to find fish big enough to shut everyone up. You snag a salmon, almost lose a talon to a jealous osprey, get chased by the same species, and finally make it home, only to have your chick scream like you brought the wrong kind of fish. Oops. Still, you try. You bring snakes, ducks, even a rabbit once. You're not just a hunter, you're a feathered apex hunter. Meanwhile, the nest is falling apart. Baby eagles grow fast. They go from fluff balls to full-sized monsters in a few weeks. They knock over sticks, poop everywhere, and stretch their wings like they pay rent. You're literally dodging poop bombs while trying to sleep. And then one day, one of them flaps too hard and suddenly, it's gone. It's flying. Just like you did, way back when. You're proud. Also relieved. Mostly proud. The other chick takes a few more tries. One false launch ends with it hanging upside down off the nest. Graceful. Eventually, they both leave. They circle back now and then for snacks, but you know it's done. They leave to survive alone. Empty nest syndrome? Try empty branch panic. No more 4 a.m. fish runs, no more constant chirping, just you, your mate, and the silence. Until next year, eagles mate for life, and you will be rebuilding that nest. Again, let's recap. You've flown thousands of miles. You've survived storms, rival eagles, jealous hawks, and bratty kids. Now, you're old. Your feathers are worn. Your grip isn't what it used to be. You still glide like a boss, but landing, let's just say, more controlled crash than graceful touchdown. Your eyes still spot a fish from 2 football fields away, but you don't always go for it. These days, you're more of a wait till it dies. Sometimes you soar just to feel alive again. You still look majestic from below, white head, golden beak, massive wingspan. People point up at you like you're a flying celebrity, and they're not wrong. You're the symbol of a whole nation. You're printed on flags and coins. Native cultures honor you with feathers. Dancers wear your claws in powwows. You're a bird, a myth, a living legend. But fame doesn't pay the vet bills. You've outlived your mate. Your old nest finally collapsed under its own weight and a storm's attitude. You tried rebuilding it, but your beak just ain't what it used to be. Then comes winter. Water freezes. Fish disappear. And suddenly you're not hunting anymore. You're scavenging. Roadkill. Dumpsters. Even stealing snacks from raccoons. That's where your legacy takes its final nosedive. You spot it, half a rabbit on the roadside. Jackpot. Easy meal. You swoop down, wings stiff with cold, talons out, stomach rumbling. You land, you feast, and you don't see the truck coming. The world fades. No more sky, no more wind, just stillness. A ranger finds you hours later and gently wraps you in a tarp. People cry online. Someone posts a photo, R.I.P. legend. Later, your body goes to a wildlife center. Your talons are measured. Your wingspan admired, your story told to kids on field trips. You're gone, but not forgotten. You were born on a treetop throne. You raised warriors. You survived humans, storms, and your own kids. And in the end, you died doing what you loved, eating someone else's lunch. Meanwhile, the world keeps turning. Other bald eagles soar above lakes and rivers. Some of your chicks are out there now, flying over the same forests, building ridiculous nests. Your legacy isn't just in bones and glass display cases. It's in every eagle that takes off from a high perch and rides the wind like a king.